Hello and welcome to this week's Old School Livestream. I am your host Mod Gambit and I'm joined on the couch this week by Mod Bruno.
Hello.
Mod Tide.
Hello.
Mod Wolf.
Hello.
And Mod Rock.
Howdy.
And we hope you're having a wonderful week.
Indeedy.
Indeedy. How's everyone's week going here?
Great. Pretty good.
Yeah? Good. We have a slightly different stream for you today, so it's going to be the standard Q&A for the first, I think, 40 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And then at the end, we're going to have a segment which Mod Wolf is going to tell you all about.
Yeah, so we have a new extension made for us called Quiz Kit. If you are a RuneScape player, you might have saw it yesterday. But we have 12 questions, ranging in difficulty from easy to master, just like the clue scrolls. And essentially, there is an extension pop-up, probably like, I think here-ish right now, if I was to estimate where it currently is. If you click on that and you allow it to give you your permissions, it'll take your name, the top 10 in this quiz, which will be happening 40 minutes into the. I think it was around here. That was kind of funny. If that worked out really well, that looked great. It'll allow you to join in.
Covering my face.
Yeah, make sure you give it all your permissions that it asks for. It's essentially just to get your Twitch name so that we know who you are. And then the top 10 of this quiz in the final 20 minutes of it will be up for some prizes, mainly membership. So good stuff. Everybody likes free stuff, right? So why not? It is the first ever time we've used it on this. So fair warning, stuff may go wrong, but we do hope to do more with this in the future. So get excited for that. Let your friends know. Make sure you sign up and get ready. And we'll jump on that in about 40 minutes. Other than that, I'll tell you more information when it starts. So I'm going to pass this back.
It looks like some of you have worked out already. ! Quiz
Yes.
will bring up all the info for you.
I'm not in dungarees this week. I went with a lumberjack look instead.
Lumberjack outfit unlocked.
There we go.
Very nice.
They seem to prefer that one. They really didn't like them dungarees.
So in the Twitch chat is your designer for your clothes.
I know, right?
Fashion advisor. I want to do a shout out for some user-generated content. I have a slideshow which our lovely producer is hopefully going to bring up of two pieces of artwork. This was by a user on Reddit who goes by Corvu66, so check them out. They've got a few more like this. The first one is sort of Zenaris. I think that, well, just looks nice. That's why I wanted to show you guys and share it.
I say Xanaris.
Xanaris.
I say Xanaris as well.
Oh, yeah. Am I just being too like?
No, I genuinely.
La-di-da?
I actually think it is Zenaris. Like Mod Ed was, we always have arguments over how you pronounce things. I mean, it's obviously Ardugan, but
Wow. Controversial.
but I think it's Xanaris.
Okay, but yeah, no, I thought this was lovely.
I mean, sorry, Zenaris.
Xanaris.
It's really, I like the, again, we spoke about this the other week, but I like different art styles when it's done. And this one's, it's definitely done on a pad, but I just kind of like this like paint swish effect. It looks a lot more as if it was hand painted kind of thing. It's pretty.
Very pretty.
Well done.
We also have one more by the same user, which I'm trying to remember what they called it. I think it was Fletching at Before Daybreak or something along those lines is the title. You'll have to forgive me, Corvu, sorry for that. But yeah, I thought this was really nice.
Oh, you know what it reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of that scene in Harry Potter where Snape just got bit by the snake and he's just about to cry for Harry Potter.
Oh,
Spoiler
no.
alert, Snape dies. But doesn't it look like a little bit?
I see what you're getting at.
And he's just about to give his tear to show his love for his mother. Which is actually a bit weird when you think about it. But yeah.
Right in the feels. But yeah, there's the user on Reddit. If you want to check out the rest of their artwork, they've got a few more which I thought were really, really nice. Oh, look what you've done. You've spoiled the chat now.
You ruined the film for everyone.
How old is that film?
That 10-year-old movie ruined.
Damn.
It's like he was a ghost all along
I don't get it.
from the film Ghost.
I see Snape.
Oh, that was terrible.
All right, just try to think of other announcements. I've sort of been a silly, I'm not going to use the word I was about to use.
Goose.
Goose, yeah, for leaving out announcements. We've got, what's happening? We've got a poll that we'd like to put out on Friday. Just to give you guys a heads up of what's happening. So tomorrow we'll be posting a blog alongside the game update post, as usual. We'll be posting a blog talking about the remaining changes to Song of the Elves that we'd like to make based on your feedback for polling on Friday. That's the plan. If all goes to plan, it'll be Friday till, I think, Tuesday is what we're aiming for. what can players expect in this week's update? Do you know off the top of your head, Wolf?
There's a lot coming this week. We have the smithing interface quantity buttons that we.
Oh, those are nice.
Those are great. Same with silver crafting. We also have the ecumenical keys no longer having that timer shenanigans happening. People were just hopping to get rid of it anyway. So
And they can be dropped by Aviancies.
They can be dropped by Aviancies now. We also we've done quite a lot this week actually. I said I was going to write it down this time so that when this came up, this wouldn't happen.
Basically, there is multiple things coming from the last poll that we did, including the watering of tithe farms with a single tap,
yeah.
which is a big juicy one that we seem to get.
Speaking of
requested
tithe
for.
farm, there's also Beloga's blessing.
Oh yes, the 10 you get 10 per point now as opposed to one
per
every
2 points,
Per 2
which was
points.
insanely low. So yeah, I forgot about that one. I tested that one so long ago, I completely forgot about it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tide, am I right in saying we have you to thank for the interface changes?
For the original interface, yes.
Okay.
Ash for changing it.
Okay. So it was your gold crafting one, and we sort of taken that and applied it to smithing and silver crafting.
Silver crafting, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what Ash has done is centralised the system so it's a lot easier to use, so we don't have duplicated code in multiple places.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, it's very streamlined and nice to use. It's very much just click on the quantity you want,
Oh, same for, I nearly forgot about it.
and make the thing.
Oh no, that's next week. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Archaeus lectern and player-owned house. Well, I may as well say it anyway. Next week we have the marble lectern coming to player-owned house, 77 construction. So congratulations, by the way, on getting a pool.
Oh,
We
thank
can't
you so much.
We can't make fun of you anymore,
Well,
which is
yeah, after
well, we
roasting
can.
myself on stream, I decided to fix the problem.
Destroy. Yeah. So that's coming along and has all the tablets. That also has quantity buttons added, and all the old ones have them as well. So that's going to be quite fun. And the Archaeus lecterns being updated with quantity buttons next week as well. So
Nice.
starting to standardise a couple of those interactions for you, which should be fun.
The new top-end lectern looks really good. I love the model for it.
Yeah, so you have like the demon lectern, the eagle lectern, and for a joke we call this one in-house the deagle lectern.
I just get Modern Warfare 2 flashbacks when I think
Yeah,
of Deagle.
I don't think we necessarily want to call it a deagle game.
So it's just the marble lectern.
All right, so I'm going to move on to the questions then. The first one I've seen asked by quite a few players, especially following the warding poll, which was our highest ever voted on poll by a country mile. I think it was something like
It's 100,
almost 25,000,
Yeah, it was
25,000 clear?
6,000 votes, I think, something like that.
around there.
As opposed to a previous, which was 101.6 or something.
Yeah. But following that, obviously, raised a few questions around polling itself. So one thing in particular, you guys wanted to know sort of how severely players, particularly high-level players, tend to have more alt accounts. So what you guys want to know is to what degree do single players using multiple votes on their alt accounts affect the polls? And I think, Mod Wolf, you can give us some insight on that one.
Yeah. So we don't just... As fun as it is to see numbers that you guys do, oh, don't do that one. I've got a burnt nose. Go back to the full one. I burnt my nose with pride.
He's going to zoom in on it.
We do track all your guys' votes, and we check to see your level, your total levels, what kind of players you are. The long story short is that alt accounts don't truly actually affect the outcome of a vote. You take warding as an example.
But Reddit said they do.
Yes, Reddit did say that they do, but we are capable of seeing those votes, and I can definitively say that even without those additional votes, warding as an example would not still have passed the 75% threshold.
Wouldn't have been close.
It would have been it would have been closer,
Yeah, but not as close as
but
people think.
nowhere near as close as people might think it might have been if we removed those votes.
Right.
In fact, actually, one of the so we also have cohorts of levels as well, and we have looked at, what if like these group of people and these people didn't vote and vice versa. For all questions, we do that all the time, just on the back end to see what would happen with stuff. And very rarely is there a difference if you take out people under 700 total level, for example. There's not a substantially bigger difference in opinion of yes or no.
Right.
And never, I think maybe with the exception of maybe one or two that were incredibly close to passing, like 74.8% kind of things, would you have just got something to pass? And generally speaking, they were things that will just potentially repoll on the repoll blog in the future if opinions change, and if not, that's fine. So yeah, the TLDR of that question is alt accounts don't affect the outcome of polls to the extremity that people might expect, and more importantly, to an extremity that dictates whether or not it passes or fails.
Right, yeah, not enough to actually influence the outcome in this particular case, and not enough for us to be concerned either, really.
But keep doing it. I mean,
Yeah.
keep those bomb prices up. Feels great.
As I say, there's now going to be 2 threads on Reddit going, "Ha, Reddit, you were wrong," and another one going, "Oh my God, Jagex are rigging it clearly."
Well, yeah, I mean, I think Ash said before, and it's perfectly true, which is, despite, I mean, yeah, sorry, let me collect my words for a second.
Somebody said, so our vote doesn't matter. No, if anything, it proves that your vote matters even more, because the people who dictate the outcome of the vote are the people not using alt accounts.
Right. Yeah. No, it's the case of people who say, oh, Jagex could have rigged the vote. Well, we could have been doing that before hiding poll results anyway. We could have been doing it after. It doesn't really make any difference. It's not something we're interested in doing. The whole point of the system is to see what you guys want in game. So we want to stay true to that and implement accordingly.
I don't know. I really want to give numbers, but I just don't think I can. I didn't get permission to say numbers. So, but if I do next week, I can potentially give numbers as well.
Sure. All right, I'm going to move on then to the next question. We've got quite a few more sort of content-specific questions this week, so I'm going to rattle them off. The first is, would it be possible to add an amulet or similar item that makes monsters which are normally unaggressive, aggressive? I'm going to ask you guys to listen to the second half of this proposal before you slam the no button.
Oh, okay, all right.
To avoid it being too powerful, it would follow the usual rules whereby they become unaggressive after a given period of time, and you would have to manually reset them. For example, moss giants are unaggressive to me because I have a high combat level. So we're not talking keeping low-level monsters constantly aggressive to you. But it's just
about
things
making
like
the monsters that are no longer aggressive to you because your combat level
Yeah, exactly.
is now
Yeah.
aggressive to you.
Exactly.
Okay, better. It's still probably a no, but
Okay.
a better middle ground at least. I don't know. It depends, because some creatures are just naturally not aggressive as well. But some
Yeah,
creatures
that's
are
true.
coded not to be aggressive, and I wouldn't. I think I wouldn't want those to be aggressive from this. If this is purely aggressive creatures that are already aggressive can still be aggressive to me even if I'm double their combat, potentially. If it's make all creatures able to be aggressive, it's a definitive no, I think. Technically, I don't know how possible it is at all, but on a design point, I'm more inclined if it's things that are already aggressive, just being allowed to be aggressive again if you're over the combat level.
Sure. I very much went through the same sort of thought process when I read the question.
You read the beginning of it and went, oh, and then read the rest of it.
Yeah, I thought,
Or just canon. The chat has a point.
Yeah.
just cannon, forehead. Yeah, I guess that's an answer. Okay, so I don't know what the verdict is on that one. I think the
A lot of the
chat
chat
is
was
saying
no.
no still.
So no.
Okay. Can we allow barbarian assault teams to carry on as a group of 4 after a player has ditched the team? What do we think of this one?
I think the way that the code in the minigame works requires you to have 5 people, and to rewrite stuff to allow for 4 would be so much work that the amount of people it affects will be not worth the time spent on it, and people would prefer us to work on other things.
It would be great,
Yeah.
I think, because it sucks when you get to the 8th, 9th wave and somebody leaves and you go, well, time to reset.
Here we go
Yeah.
again.
Oh, I got my torso at wave 9. Sorry, guys.
It's not.
Catch you later.
It's just barbarian
the worst
assault
thing.
code takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
But it's doable if people wanted it over something else,
a good
especially during like a quality of life poll week kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a good idea because you only really need 4 people to do Barbarian
Yeah.
Assault. But it would be a lot of work for not a lot of payout because that doesn't happen that much.
Just like I'm not disagreeing with
Yeah.
the idea wouldn't be awesome, because I too have suffered the people where you get that one unmentionable word will leave on wave 9 or even on the Queen wave.
Yeah. I mean, for full disclosure, this is a change we've raised before and thought about. I think it was one I suggested we include in the Pole 68 list of changes, but at the time we decided the cost would have meant that we would have had barely anything else, essentially.
Yeah, it's not laziness. It's not like we don't want to do it. We play the game ourselves. It's just
the amount of other things we could do instead.
you're getting the smithing
outweigh,
face
yeah.
reworks and all the graphical stuff that went through and skilling updates and PVM updates and tweaks in that quality of life pole that happened. Or it was like, do you want those 30 things that are really good improvements to all that content or this thing? And sometimes, you know, it could be that thing. It could be that thing. But yeah.
Okay. Moving on, I realise I totally skipped an announcement at the beginning.
Oh.
And C Engineer has very kindly, shout out to C for reminding me. Rock, you've got some stuff to talk about, haven't you, regarding Last Man Standing?
Yeah, so as people are well aware, I've been working away on Last Man Standing, where we had the beta, was it 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago now? The first beta opened up.
It's all kind of melded in.
Yeah. So yeah, the beta ran for 3 weeks. So thank you to everyone who participated in the beta and provided feedback. I can say that the amount of people that were involved was actually quite astonishing when I heard the number. And we had over 53,000 different accounts go into the beta worlds and play Last Man Standing. That is incredible, and again, thank you for all that's doing that, all the people that jumped in and gave feedback. I can announce that we are going to look at doing a second beta, or beta, however you wish to.
I love it.
The thing is, does anyone here not say it beta? I think it's just a UK US thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, we are looking at do a second beta, which will also include the engine changes to how the game calculates line of sight. It sounds bigger than it is. I can assure you it's like not going to stop you from having your safe spots over objects and around objects and things like that. It won't suddenly start making things...
It shouldn't. It shouldn't. It's worth pointing out it shouldn't. That's why it's going to a beta.
Yeah, so it shouldn't do that. But what it does do is those annoying spots in PvP where one person is like one tile next to the tree, one tile, another one's a few tiles away. And there is that algorithm that calculates how the attack travels. It now works in the same way, or the testing that I have done has indicated that it now works in the same way, as opposed to how it currently does, which I did see a really good video on how it currently works by Mazar, who kind of explained it to me, for me to help me with testing. But now, with this second beta, it will fix that line of sight issue that has been one of the biggest complaints that has come out of Last Man Standing. So I'm really looking forward to allowing people to go back into that and play again, and hopefully that resolves a lot of the problems that came with Last Man Standing.
Yeah.
There's a few other things that I'll probably be putting out through my social over the next week or so, because there are a few changes that I want to make to gear. For the last week of the beta, I added the Arim staff and the occult necklace to the starter setup. While one felt like it was a positive change, the occult necklace was a bit more powerful than people wanted at the start. So what I'll probably do is put a poll out through my social to go, should I put in the occult into one of the chests and things like that? Maybe replace it for the dark bow, because the dark bow isn't really used that much. Things like that will be coming out, which I will try and get involved with to get for the second beta, if not shortly after the beta starts.
I think the most important thing when you do a change like line of sight, we can only do so much ourselves when it comes to testing, with a lot, especially with the kind of game that Old School is, where it has little weird idiosyncrasies with its safe spotting in certain ways. We need to make sure that when you guys have this beta, you give us, we hope that you guys will try some things other than LMS as well, of course, so, just to let us know, is this working how you'd expect it?
Yeah.
Is this working how you'd expect it?
The beta will have the whole world open, with the exception of Zook, and I'm aware that Zook has line of sight stuff, and that is getting heavily tested in-house by the numerous amount of people we have in-house that can actually complete Zook. And when you're testing line of sight, obviously we can select God mode, so it doesn't matter if we take damage or not. We can still see that the line of sight is working.
Other things will be available in the beta. You will be able to go to Jad. You will be able to, kill a quest boss.
Go to all the safe spots that you prefer. Like I've been testing a lot of safe spots that I would use on, say, like my hardcore and things like that, ensuring that they still kind of work and things like that. So there's a lot of testing that's going on from our side, but I would implore you to kind of jump in when the next beta goes live and go and test your spots and let us know if there's anything that doesn't feel quite right or doesn't seem right to you guys.
Excellent. We're also going to be, I think the initial plan was to have it next week, but I think we're pushing it back a little bit further while we deliberate on the rewards of Last Man Standing. But sometime in the future, you guys can expect more info on what those will look like.
Yeah. Based on the last dev blog that was put out, the only changes that come off the top of my head is that the Staff of Paralysis is probably going to be removed because it needs a lot more discussion than we can give it by the time we would like to put it through to a poll. And I think I'm going to open up the discussions about having a Barbarian Assault style gamble feature for Last Man Standing points.
Nice.
To have a standard GP based drop table as well.
Excellent. Cool. I know you're too modest to accept this kind of thing, but I know the chat and players as a whole are very grateful for the work that you've put in personally as well to Last Man Standing. And I think that's been
I'm
reflected
certainly not the only one. Maz put in a lot of work to help me get the initial beta out. Ash has done some work and is doing some stuff for the full launch as well to help out. So, yeah, that's awesome. Everyone else is jumping behind it since the beta came out. It did way better than I expected it to do. And I think there was other people that didn't expect it. It's like it came out of nowhere, essentially, and hit like a truck in terms of sentiment-wise. So,
yeah, that's
thank you for playing it, and go play it again when the next one comes out.
Excellent. Cool. So I'll move back onto the questions then. Thank you very much for that, Mod Rock, regarding Last Man Standing. So we've got some more suggestions for us to go through. The next is, can a dialogue, a few lines of dialogue or a message be added to Juna at Tears of Guthix? It would tell you which skill your experience is going to go towards before you enter.
If we were going to do that, I would have it on not the right click, but have it on the left click dialogue options, because the whole point of having the quick entry is so you don't have to go through the 9,000 lines of dialogue Juna has.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of those weird, like we could, but like, you know what your lowest skill is, right?
This is
exactly.
people
Just
who
open up your skill tab and go, which
Yeah,
number
for
is
sure.
different, and if there's the same number, you can check the XP.
I'm on the side of no for this one because of how easy it is to get around. But
5%.
But I can understand people who feel bad when they see the XP drop and it's not in runecrafting, you know? And it's like, well,
Go and train runecrafting. RC, not bad.
It wouldn't be hard to do if you guys wanted. If you actually wanted it, especially for people, I guess, who have all 99s and it's experience based, maybe it's something that's a little bit more arduous to know what my lowest XP is. But
Could we get it to check if you had two skills of the same level, so you'd see which one it would go into if they're that close?
you just check on XP. You check only on experience because you don't have to check on level on the back end. You just go left experience.
all right, I think we're going to go with no because that one's been absolutely destroyed.
It's possible if you guys wanted it.
Okay. Will you increase the maximum number of charges held by the Blade of Saildor? It runs out too fast compared to how long it takes to obtain crystal shards. Do we have any comment on this?
I was going to say, would you not be best placed to answer
I
this
do. I
one?
was just wondering if anyone else wanted to.
It would be nice. I think they are a bit too expensive right now as well, so not really worth using compared to like a scythe, which is like the same tier and same sort of weapon.
Well, it's supposed to be an equivalent to a rapier, but in a different attack style, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's meant to be a slash rapier, but you've already got a scythe, which is a slash two-handed. So
Yeah, I mean, with the current charges, it could be a little bit more helpful to allow it to give it a bit more use, I guess.
Yeah, so this is actually a suggestion we've had come up quite a lot. A lot of you guys saying the how long you get to use the sword versus how long you actually have to spend charging it makes it, well, not good enough. So as part of the poll that we would like to run on Friday, one of the changes is to increase the max charges. So you guys can have your chance to vote on this. I think we're going to offer 20k charges, which is significantly more than 2,500.
When it comes to increasing charges per crystal, that's more of a future thing. We just want to get some numbers on average crystals that you guys are gathering at the moment as well. Like potentially we'll offer that in the future. That's one of those that like, it's probably better to wait a little bit so we have some numbers ourselves that we can look at and go, how much more should we up this?
Right. This would also be for all crystal items, just to make sure they're standardized in terms of the charges they hold. So I think the poll question isn't specific to the Blade of Saeldor, it's to other crystal items should they have 20,000. And then we can balance, I think, based on just how much each shard gives charge-wise. But yeah, that's the intention. Our next question is, could the rewards for the Desert Achievement Diary be looked at and revamped? The diary's rewards are currently lacking a major reward or universal benefit, which most diaries have at the hard and elite levels that make them worth completing.
The desert?
Yeah, it has an amazing benefit, but then we put the same benefit in the POH.
Which one?
The Desert Diary has a pool that you can go to which does exactly what the POH pool does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's locked behind the elite, it's actually easier for you to get the
now Mod
construction.
Gambit's got his pull, we can nerf it. Bring back the glory to Nada.
So,
Nada gang.
It's also got the use of not having to drink water skins, which is useful, but it really isn't that useful. If you're like doing things in desert like mining. But it's pretty limited.
No, but it's such an unpopular opinion. I'd love to nerf that play around house pool. 100% I'd love to. Because I think it's so much harder to get an elite diary for like unlimited teleports in order. 100%. 100%. Balance-wise, it's so much better. But I don't necessarily think people would like me saying that. So that's not us actually doing it, for the record. It could be in the future, but it's not in the plans.
Okay.
yeah, the POH as a whole is kind of a bit over-useful.
It's incredibly powerful, yeah.
Especially when you got a concape as well. Like concape.
Max. Yeah.
You just say maxed?
I thought you said comp, and I was like, what? No?
Yeah, it's only like since last weekend, I've realised quite how good the POH really is. I don't know if I want to nerf it. Not just because of like I have it now, but also
Balancing wise, you know it's broken.
I don't know, broken's a strong word. It's very powerful.
There is.
When you go to bosses, get one kill, teleport to a house, re-heal, run back to the boss and kill it again.
It is
It's a bit...
a lower level requirement, less effort, technically probably even cheaper version than the thing that comes from Nada's Elite Diaries.
What about you need the Nada Elite Diary to be able to use
To use your player on. I like that.
Also, if you're slaying in the catacombs, you just wear your full proselyte, go down there, wait till your prayers drain, teleport out, then you
Yeah, it is
heal,
easy peasy, yeah.
and amulet back.
It's only if you're doing a bit too cheap for prayer pots.
Yeah. What was the question? I need
Desert Diary, not good enough rewards. Is there a way we could make them better without nerfing the POH?
Is there any places that aren't on scrolls that we can give the limited teleports to? Maybe if we make the Wesley the Crusher cheaper to use or free to use?
Yeah.
Or something like that, or perhaps you get the agility pyramid is slightly better based on your diaries, or pyramid plunder, the reward, like if you have the elite diaries you have a slightly higher chance of getting a scepter.
Yeah, that's nice.
Or something like that that isn't necessarily just, oh, we'll give you unlimited teleports to this spot, but kind of uses the stuff within the desert to make the desert more interesting. Because the only other thing that's really in the desert other than those two is KQ. And KQ already has rewards to get the shortcuts to KQ, which I advocate for them staying where they are, even though may be slightly contentious. But yeah, if we were to use the activities to make the object better.
I think it's like a future thing, maybe, like, because I'd like to do some more stuff with achievement diaries in the future anyway. I'd like to have a master diary that covers all regions, for example, like as a future content thing at some point in the future, at which point maybe we might revisit some of the rewards in other diary regions anyway.
Also a lot of dark space on the world map in that area.
That's very true.
So if we can get like kind of content ideas and stuff like that to put in that area, we could tie them into the diary reward.
It's something that we do in like a big chunk, I think, though, is the summary of that. If we were to do, at this point, it's some of the diaries are just a bit underwhelming, so maybe we revisit them at some point.
Okay. Can we have the ability to sell back trouble brewing items to the shop to get back pieces of 8? Either a 100% refund or maybe even something like 80% of the cost, like the way Prospector works at MLM.
If we can turn off the object in your collection log, yes. Yeah, you see, the thing I don't like about this is when we release a collection log, obviously Castle Wars has this option where you could essentially, in order to complete the Castle Wars in your collection log, you only needed 800 tickets, as opposed to the X amount of thousands that it is to buy each item individually.
No, yeah, 100%.
Trouble Brewing would have that same feature, which I don't think I agree with. So if we did that with the caveat that it will remove the object from your collection log as well,
Right.
then I would be more for it.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that this request comes in purely so they can complete the collection log a lot faster.
Maybe. Okay. I'd be interested to know how many games of Trouble Brewing actually occur.
Because it's a diary requirement as well,
Yes, but
there will be a fair amount, but the most amount is played by the...
you don't have to play the minigame for the
Technically, no.
diary. You just wait
You
in the
do for
room
the
until the
pieces
game
of
starts, and then okay. Yeah. All right. So probably not going to change that one, or at least not in a way that allows you to fill your collection log. Some spells like Vengeance fade out when they're on a cooldown. Could the same be done for Home Teleport?
Ooh.
I spoke to Ash about this one. Doing that for Vengeance was very annoying, may I point out. But he said yes. He said he'd love to do
Ooh,
that.
okay.
Pretty cool.
It would
Are
be
there any
really
other
cool.
spells that don't have a cooldown? That do have a cooldown that don't do that?
Just charge, not do it.
I think Charge does.
I don't think it has a fade out, does it?
Oh. I know the Lunar one that people use, their Magic Imbue does, doesn't it?
I think so.
Does the Bounty Hunter Teleport have a cooldown as well?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Spells that I don't really use that often, but if it has a cooldown, we should probably look and try and grade them out to be consistent with each other.
Wouldn't tabs bypass that? The home teleport? Like the...
I think it means home teleport, not house teleport.
Yeah, like
so
the-
there is no home teleport
Yeah.
tab. There's a house teleport
like
tab.
the 30-minute cooldown.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea. 100%.
Okay, cool.
Can we do something with a minigame teleport as well? That's a cooldown, but it's not in the Magic Spellbook.
Yeah, because you don't really know when that's going to refresh.
Maybe if we were to put a timer in the minigame tab to say when your next teleport is available.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. Could the Dragonstone armor's appearance be altered to either be somewhat in line with rune armor as we know it, or more separated from rune armor? Its current design lands it in a weird position where the colours say runite, but the design says not, cutting it short of being rune. Sorry, I'm wording. Cutting it short of being to rune as robes of darkness are to mystic robes. I see what they're getting at there.
It doesn't really look like the object that it's supposed to represent.
Right, I think, yeah, that's the point.
Equivalent of.
I want to answer this question on behalf of the Song of the Elves team. One of the things we're going to poll alongside other graphics changes includes Dragonstone armor. I know Mod West has come up with an alternate version based on your guys' feedback that we're going to include in there for you. And the intention of the one we're going to propose is that it does look a bit more like the standard rune armor. It's sort of toned down in maybe some of the extra details that it currently has. So you guys will have your say on that one. Can we look at adding Firewatch to Slayer tasks? They're pretty dead content at the moment, but have a decent drop table. I'd love to see them added to Duradel or Konar. Completion of A Taste of Hope would be required to get them assigned.
Why? But you get Firewatch way before Taste of Hope, don't you?
Yeah,
You can get the Firewatch as soon as you can enter Morton.
Yeah.
So you only need to start Shades of Morton. It's in search of them, in aid of the IQ.
Yeah, you can also get them outside of Mayaki by just going to like the woodsy area. There's a few there, but back on topic, I don't really think anyone really wants those as a Slayer task.
They're
Go.
pretty garbage
Yeah.
apart from for one person.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you ever see the update that was done in RuneScape?
I did, and after that they were very useful.
They were
but-
very, very strong.
Yeah.
All it took was one weapon
Yeah.
being added. Did you ever hear about it?
No.
They had to nerf them afterwards.
Yeah.
They created a weapon called the Sun Spear, which you got from Lord Draken himself. And you kill a Vire and you instantly stab them, and they burn as if you were to pyre. Put them on a pyre without providing the pyre logs, without finding the sacred oil, and it would give the drop as if you opened up a key in the thing. How spicy is that?
That's very spicy.
But it was very strong. Evidently, that drop table is very powerful. But yeah.
Who would have thought that if you remove the action of killing them, it's actually good?
Yeah. If you remove the action of burning them, getting the key,
Yeah.
putting it inside the lock, and then having inventory management, it's actually a really good drop table.
Adding, again, back to the original. To add them onto the drop tables would just make those Slayer Masters worse.
Right.
And traditionally, players haven't been too happy about adding random monsters
Right.
onto those tables to make
That
the
makes
Slayer
sense.
Masters worse.
We're very cautious when we add things to Slayer.
Yeah, exactly. If we were to
now.
add it, we'd have to add it as an unlock. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, does anyone really want it, and would it even pass a poll? And secondly, would anyone even buy it?
Completionists.
Yeah, they'll buy it and then go, oh my god, I still have to do Slayer. Oh, I got why, this is annoying.
Yeah. Okay. I got another Song of the Elves related question regarding Zulcano. Could there be a way to make the golem drop imbued Tephra?
Yeah, the throwy rocky thing.
Yes. For only one player. For example, the one who does the most damage to it.
Just funny you say that.
Just fix that.
Ed walked up to me yesterday and went, Rock, you got time to be able to test this? And I looked at it and went, yeah, that'll be really helpful. Let's put it in. So it's coming out, should be coming out tomorrow.
Literally closed it off like an hour ago. It's happening.
There you go.
I should head over to a computer. Can I have my mic muted, please?
Yes, it is just about that time now, I guess. So for anyone who missed the start of the stream, we're going to host an interactive quiz, test things out, see how you guys like it based on old school questions. Mod Wolf is going to head over to the computers now. In the meantime, I wanted to share with you guys some disturbing found footage from years and years back, I think around 2006.
Was it around, June 2006?
June-ish, early June.
Yeah.
Like a strange date, I think.
Yeah,
Like
so
a
this was
spooky
brought to
date.
light by, I think, Little Smokey was the one who brought our attention
The
to this.
undercover
And maybe we could-
investigator.
Yes. So while Mod Wolf sets up over there on the computers, take a look at this.
Well,
Oh no.
Oh no!
Press the blue button.
Space? I'll press
one of
there
those.
we go.
Hey.
There we go.
Durio, where you at, man? I've been waiting here for what, 20 minutes? These people, they think I'm having some sort of epic drop party. Yo.
Hello, sorry, I was just trying to imagine where everything is at the moment. Welcome, I hope you're all having a fantastic time. I hope you've enjoyed the stream so far. The couch will be playing along with this, so if you don't know what QuizKit is an awesome extension that we've recently got made for us. It's super fun, you guys can all join in. It should be right over like here-ish on the left side of the screen for you guys. If you activate that and give it permission to take your Twitch name, the top 10 people in this quiz will be given an award, or a reward for that matter. We have 12 questions, ranging in difficulty from easy to master. Exclamation point quiz if you need any more information, but we're going to be starting very, 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 very shortly. Are you guys ready? You guys going to be joining in?
Yeah.
They've got
just
the couch
about.
as well. Can we have a little, can we show the couch as well, please, Mod John?
There we are in the corner.
There they are.
Hey, guys.
Hey guys, you're all right. So it'll pop up on screen when I start. So I'm just going to give a couple of minutes. You guys, what do you guys think you're going to do? I think you're going to do well?
I think our resident Max J-Mods will do well.
It's worth highlighting.
I don't fancy my chances so much.
It's worth highlighting how the question and points work. So you will be given 15 seconds to answer the question. The faster that you answer the question, the more points that you get. 15,000, and every second afterwards 1,000 less, and in between. It's also worth pointing out that if you answer incorrectly, you lose more points if you answer quickly as well. So no, just spamming as quick as you can. You really should be answering these questions the best that you can. So hopefully you've all accepted it best that you can. We're going to have a couple of questions in between each rounds, and then we're going to have a small break just to have a little look at the standings. So I'm going to go ahead and start this off. So
anyone saying Kahoot in chat, it's exactly that, pretty much.
It is very similar to Kahoot.
Yeah, you guys will know what it is in that case.
Hopefully.
It's not exactly that, but yeah.
This should pop up for you guys now-ish. About, points round, start the quiz. Here we go. Working on it. It's sending to all of you guys.
Yes, I've got the rules.
Oh,
you all got
rules
it?
have popped up.
It's all popped up.
Yep.
It's exciting. All right, I'll give you 30 seconds to join, and then I'll start the quiz. It's exciting. Oh, I do love a bit of competition on these streams. For anybody watching this on the VOD, it's going to look stupid because you're not going to be able to see the overlay. We'll work on that for next time. But I hope you guys are ready. I've got the answers in front of me. I'm not just texting a mate or something. You guys ready?
Yep, don't forget to click on link identity to make sure that you're not showing up as anonymous on the high scores.
Okay, right, let's get started. Question 1. Old School was created from a backup of RuneScape. From when was this backup dated? March 2013, February 2007, August 2007, or February 2013? Get your answers in.
I think I got it wrong.
I definitely got it wrong.
Do you think you got it wrong? Well, the correct answer, as I wait for players to answer first, there is a small delay because there's a little bit of time
I fat thumbed it and just pressed the wrong button straight away.
There we go. So, of course, the correct answer was August 2007. February 2013 was when we re-released Old School RuneScape. That one right there. So let's just reveal that answer to you all. We had 757 players get that correct. 70... let's have a look, see. 101 voted for the date that Old School RuneScape was actually released. So well done to you guys. Let's show the question scores as well. So, Smorelli was the fastest, along with Anonymous Player and Mad Fanatic. It's worth pointing out, if you're an anonymous player, you won't be able to receive a prize. So sorry about that. You have to make sure that your name is visible.
I'm rank 107.
But three
I'm ranked
people...
3,150. No, 52.
I'm 15.
There are 4 people.
You're ranked 15.
Nice.
I'm
well
sick.
done.
I already linked and it's not showing me up as my name.
Right.
Awkward.
There you go.
All right,
There's
it
all
says
the,
for a lot of people in chat are saying it's not showing up for them. Is there anything we can help them with?
I'd recommend potentially refreshing the stream if it's not showing up for you, but there's not much more than that I can do, I'm afraid. So we're going to move on to the next question, if that's okay. And the next question is, how many commendation points are needed for a full set of non-elite void? That's Helms, Rogues, Mace, and Seal. Is it 1,500
Oh, I
points?
forgot the seal.
1260 points, 1510
I
points,
forgot the-
or
We all
1250.
forgot the seal.
Let's see how many.
No one bothers with
Technically, the
seal.
seal isn't part of a full set of void because it's just a
No, it's a part of a set. It says in the question to include the seal, if you read the question.
I'm trying to answer the question quickly. I don't have time to read it.
Of course, the answer is 1510. That is the amount necessary for all of those items. 1,500 would be the cost without the seal, of course, and 1,260 would be minus one of the helms.
Someone put 1250 in the chat, and then the chat got it all wrong.
Yeah, the chat. Oh, but that was a nice trick one. That was
Destroying
only
the competition.
123 people managed to get that one correct. That was
I'm back
quite a
to
difficult one for you guys. I think the zeal caught you guys off guard.
You what?
There you go.
Whoever just said scammed in chat, I'm feeling exactly the
Don't
same
worry,
way.
there's another 10 questions to go.
I'm
and
now
they get
ranked
harder.
2.5k.
So we could, we could do this. Don't worry.
I thought I think of the answer anyway.
So out of the top 5 players, 4 of them are anonymous, which isn't great because it means that you won't be able to gather a prize.
I'm ranked 353.
So let's move on to the next question, which is, what is the name of the weapon used against Lady Verzik? Is it Dawnbringer, the Vampirium Staff, the Staff of the Icene or the Staff of Light?
All right,
5 seconds.
Finally locked in some points, I reckon.
You hope.
Here we go. How quick were you guys on this one? This one was quite an easy one.
Yeah.
Right, let's reveal the answer to you all. Of course, the answer is the Dawnbringer. Many of you managed to get that one. Vampirium Staff, I think, was actually the test name when we put all those rewards on the beta worlds.
Oh, nice.
We never had We also had Vampirium Vambraces that obviously didn't pass in the Theatre of Blood during those beta time periods. So let's look at the overall scores. Soggy Bones is pretty much on top. There is an anonymous player on top of him, but again, I'm afraid I don't know what your name is, so I'm sorry. What number are you guys on at the moment?
So I answered that question as I was the 5th fastest player to answer that question.
The 5th fastest.
Yeah.
Well
Same.
done.
Well done.
Very well done.
And then our top 4 players are currently anonymous, with Jellyfish being 5th.
I think we've got Mod Swede in chat saying if you have submitted your name or linked your name through each question, more players get their names assigned to them.
Ah, okay.
So it's just maybe things haven't updated yet.
Cool. So
okay,
if you
well,
have
so long
done
as you
that,
have
you're not
linked
showing
it,
up yet.
we
Be
should get
patient.
your name.
We probably overloaded them by trying to get thousands of players to link their name at the same time.
Right, well, let's move on to the next question, right, guys? You ready?
Let's do it.
Rank 124.
The next
73.
question is, who becomes the king of the Fisher Realm after the quest Holy Grail? Merlin, Percival, Arthur, or Lancelot? Of course, the knights
I think
of
I
the
got this one.
Round Table and Merlin himself. Sword in the Stone was a really underappreciated Disney film, may I point out.
The chat have just confirmed that I got it wrong.
It's no great mouse
The
detective.
chat confirmed you got it wrong.
I reckon.
I think I got it right.
I knew it wasn't 2 of them. And
What
I
did you
took
put?
a 50-50.
Right, well, let's reveal the answer.
Yeah,
The correct
I
answer
think-
is, of course, Percival.
Yeah.
There you go. I hope you guys all got that. Before becoming the king of the Fisher Realm, Percival was kidnapped by goblins. Level 2 goblins, for that fact. Not really a very good king, was he? But, alas, he was the correct answer. 1009, you got that correct. Let's look at the question scores. The fastest net... Oh, somebody got that in exactly 15 seconds, which means they were just spamming in the exact same spot. So well done. Metallis was the fastest person who probably got that legitimately. And then
15,000.
See, there's one person that's sitting there spamming the same one. Is
you
either
lose
going to get
15,000
plus
points
15
if you
or
press the wrong one at that
Oh,
speed.
I'm ranked 71.
You're ranked 71. Ooh. There, of course, those are the total scores. Are you all having fun? I hope you're having fun. The goblins have the numbers,
Plus
man. They
2,
are. They have,
please.
numbers over brawn. Let's have a look. See. Yeah, rank 41. Oh, you guys are doing great. Right, let's move on to the next question. Worth pointing out, of course, this is the first time that we are doing this, so there might be some technical issues that we're overcoming at the moment. There is a lot of you guys playing. In fact, 3,732 of you are currently playing, which is a lot. So we're working through some kinks potentially of getting you all in at the same time. Some of you aren't also able to see the extension right now. That could be due to stuff like ad blockers or other extensions that you may have on your own web browser, so keep that in mind if you're unable to find the extension popping up. And remember to make sure you give access to your name or your Twitch name to the extension if you want to have a prize at the end. It's worth pointing out now that the top 10 people will be given a push on their extension that asks you for your email address. That email address will go straight to us, it'll only be for us, and we'll directly email you your prize, so don't worry too
Doesn't
much.
turning off the ad blocker for our Twitch channel also benefit our linked charities because our ad revenue goes to them?
Yes, all of the ad revenue on our channel goes to charities, so you're a great person if you also turn it off.
Just a reminder, if you are lucky enough to be in the top 10 and receive a request for your email, we will only use it specifically for rewarding you for participating in the quiz.
Worth final quick shout out as well to the OSRS wiki guys and girls. They all set us up with these questions for today, as well as a nice little backlog for some future questions as well. So, moving on to the next question. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Let's go. Next question is, which incantation teleports players to the Rune Essence Mines?
Oh,
Amatus
I know this
Setitai,
one.
Senventure Distan Malenko, Speranti Marudu Carmentor, and Venian's Salakar Rinsaset. Which one is it?
You still thinking?
Do you guys remember? Do you guys know?
It's been too long since we've been
just
to the
hit one
Essence
then.
Mine.
I did just hit one.
If you don't know, just slap one. I don't know.
Let's see.
No, I don't think so.
Well, no.
Let's reveal the answer. The correct answer is, of course, Senvencio Distan Malenko, of which a lot of you managed to get that. Very well done, guys. That's one that we thought might slip you up.
I was going to say, who really teleports to the Essence Mine now, apart from... Isn't there a clue in there?
Well, you killed Zora now, don't you, really? But yes, well done to a lot of you for getting that. Let's look at the question scores. 2 people again managed to just lock it out by spam clicking. Well done to you guys.
Oh, number 58.
I hope you have a sense of accomplishment with that.
Oh, I came 19th for that question.
19th?
Yeah.
Perry Moppins seemed to have been the quickest person to have done that. So well done to you. And I'm going to move on to show the total scores and then move on to the next question. Oh, it's really close near the top.
I'm ranked 44.
Oh, pogging.
Let's move on to the next question.
Can I get free membership?
3,000 what?
The next question is, which group is responsible for keeping the Winter Todd in check? Is it the Order of the Phoenix, the Order of the Sacred Flame,
I think I got it wrong.
the Order of the
which
Bright
is it?
Flame, or the Order of the Eternal Flame?
I think it's that one.
Yeah, I did the same as you.
Just waiting for your guys' answers right now.
Remember to try and be quiet when Mod Wolf is actually announcing the answers.
Yeah, Mod Rock. Makes LMS and thinks he can talk over the host. Oof. You have permission
host?
because you made LMS.
I was going to say, if you want to talk over the host, then you go make LMS.
Ah, fair point. Touche. I'll let you off. Let's see the answers. Order of the Sacred Flame was the correct answer. Most people thought the Eternal Flame, with 703 votes on that one. 552 did vote correct, however. And then the Order of the Phoenix was 412, which is a reference to a very popular franchise. But not the correct answer, I'm afraid. Let's move on to the question scores. Well done to Karakana for the fastest answer there, followed by Lumit. Well done to you two. And then we'll have a look at the total... The Eternal Flame, which is really
lost
correct.
points.
Let's see the total scores. And again, there's a lot to play for still. It's still very close in the top 10. So, these more difficult questions could come up.
One wrong answer just destroys your rank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't
You
have rank
mess
for
one
the
up. In
minus.
fact, don't worry, the hardest questions are still to come. So let's move on to the next question. Speaking of which, I hope you guys are ready. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's go. The next question is... What gnomish food requires the highest cooking level to make? Is it the Blurberry Special, the Chocolate Bomb, Worm Crunchies, or a cheese and tomato batter?
I probably got this wrong too.
I don't know, honestly.
Waiting for your guys'
Oh, okay. You've gone
answers.
for a different one to me.
I've got one
I
thing.
think you've got this
For
one.
this.
So did I.
Let's see. Right.
Oh, all our answers are in different orders. On this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to reveal the answer
So you
right
can't
now.
spam
The
it.
answer
Hey.
is, of course, the Chocolate Bomb. The Chocolate Bomb requires 42 cooking, and it heals 15 health points. It can be eating on the same tick as any other food icon, similar to items, similar to the Karam one, and it's full of creamy, chocolatey goodness. So, what more do you want, really? 537 of you managed to get the Chocolate Bomb, followed then by 486 of you voting for the cheese and tomato batter, the Blurberry Special, followed by the Worm Crunchies. Everyone likes a good Blurberry Special. Everyone likes a good Blurberry Special after their cheese and tomato batter. But yes, Chocolate Bomb was the correct answer. Let's show the question scores. Well done to Dejwu and Jackie TV for the fastest responses there. Followed by Perry Moppins as well. You're doing really well. Been at the
There
top
was
quite a while.
someone that seemed to be a little bit confused in the chat. Rather than typing the answer in the chat, you have to actually select it on the quiz app thing.
Yeah, you have,
Yes.
you have to click or tap the answer that you want. I just saw someone, I saw the same message as you saying, anyone else not realise you have to click the answer forehead.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, it's
worth
very
pointing
difficult
out
for
that
us
it
to
is an
realise
extension.
otherwise
Yeah.
what your answers actually are.
That's more like a foretown than a forehand.
Sorry, I should have. Maybe I should have clarified. You do need to click on the pop-up to answer your question. I'm going to move on to the next question to avoid this awkwardness now. So get ready. The next question is: what is the special attack of the Dragon Dagger called? Is it Slice and Dice, Puncture, Double Slash, or Sever? 5
I might have
seconds.
cheated.
I know what it is, but I chose the one that I thought sounded cool instead.
Waiting for your all the answer.
I think I got it wrong again.
DDS go. I had one
Think I've got
equipped
this
on
one
Mega
right.
Roll. Well, that's lucky.
I know one of them's not the. I know one of them's the Dragon Claws.
Oh, I think I may have picked the Dragon Claw one.
I think I've done that as well.
I'm pretty damn sure I got this
It
one
is
right.
I'm going to reveal the answer is definitely not Slate and Dice, which is the Dragon Claws.
Yeah.
It's Puncture.
Oh, no.
With
Am I
351
rank one?
votes, which was the second lowest voted, actually.
Oh, because you spam tapped the. No, I didn't.
So, yeah, Puncture is the correct answer.
Bruno's so far out of it that he's just hoping for the best to appear on the top of the high scores.
Right, let's
least I got
show
a
the
legit
scores,
rank
speaking
5.
of. Well done to... Oh, he did it! Oh, my God! Well done, Bruno, for doing it in 15 seconds, by which you just spam clicked and hoped for the best, I'm guessing.
Maybe.
You're the worst. As well as the 420 Unicorn and, how do I pronounce his name? Nadlos. Well done. Well done to you all for getting near the top of the leaderboard for that one. Let's show the total scores. Oprah Likes Cake is currently in first place by about 100 points. Really close.
close.
Does Oprah like cake?
Oh boy.
I'm
Close
now
to the
ranked
bottom.
732.
I'm very near the bottom. I'm
Oh
ashamed.
dear. What number are you guys? What's your current ranking?
732.
732. Nice.
Mine starts with a 4.
Does it? Is there only 4? Is it?
Is there an extra 3 zeros afterwards?
I'll say no more.
What about you two?
Oh boy.
Mate, there's only 4,142 people in it.
I
3,000
realise
or
that.
something.
Yeah, mid 3000s.
Mid 3000s?
I missed a few.
Okay.
What are you
What
like,
time?
lad?
Clicking.
What time are
3,000
you on?
something.
I'm winning on the couch.
Oh, okay. Well done. What about you guys in chat? What are your ranks at the moment? Let's have a looky.
Rank 1 Pug.
Rank 73.
Caveman only at rank
I had that
109.
one earlier.
Oh, I got the guy in the chat right next to my rank.
Right.
Respect.
I'm going to move on to the next question.
My
So
rank
get
neighbour.
ready, guys. Here we go. The next question is: what was the last quest released before the 2007 backup of RuneScape that old school RuneScape is based on? Is it King's Ransom? Is it Tower of Life? Is it the Great Brain Robbery? Or is
Did you
it
just
Dream
do the
Mentor?
same thing?
You just spam it. What answer did you end up with?
I think
I think I got this
I
wrong.
just want to know this.
Here we
I
go.
want to do a mod Bruno.
Is that what we're calling it now? I Bruno'd that question.
Right, let's reveal the answer. The answer was, of course, King's Ransom.
that guy's
You
good.
guys, wow, that's a very equal spread of votes, if I may point out. King's Ransom got 387 votes, Tower of Life got 430, The Great Brain Robbery got 444, and Dream Mentor got 554. Most people really thought Dream Mentor there, but King's Ransom. Do you guys get that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but he got it through luck.
Well
No,
done.
Man participates in a TOTUS quiz and has to spam click every answer.
Right, let's see the question scores. And of course,
nice.
ignoring the people who spam click through, well done to
Okay.
VDX,
Their
Olaf,
rank one's pretty
and Het, well done on being some of the fastest people who answered that question.
I think if you get
Scores.
15,000, you should automatically get it removed.
What if you're just that fast?
You're not though, are you?
But what if you are?
We have a little argument going on the couch because somebody's jealous that somebody managed to look out. No more looking out.
I'll
Do
just-
it properly, guys.
I'll just remember who was
Don't
the
just
first to
guess.
max.
Just ooh.
I did it
Well,
to you.
Next question, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the next question,
move on.
which is Galvek. The dragon's name stems from what Dragonkin word? Is it destiny, failure, purpose, or fate?
So I know one of these is the name for Vorkath,
That,
so I chose not that one.
that would be correct.
I guessed, and I'm probably going
We're
to
still
flame out
waiting on
Modern
players, though.
afterwards.
There is a delay, so please don't talk about the answer that you've selected until after I say please. Otherwise, you're giving the answer away.
Well, as long as we don't say what the actual answer we've put down, that's fine.
Oh, I don't know. Mod Gamba gave a big clue, I think.
That was a fair hint.
It was a fair hint. The answer to Galvik the Dragon's name stems from which Dragonkin word? The Dragonkin word for what was, of course, fate. The reason for that is that Kath in Dragonkin.
I got that one too. didn't I?
Kath is failure, hence Vorkath. So there you go.
Did you do that again, Mod Bruno?
No, I
Fate.
got it legit.
It did get the most votes this time, however, 575, Destiny by 554, then Failure at 299, and then Purpose at 176. So well done to you all on that one. Well done to the King Eli for being the fastest in that one as well. Followed by Litty.
85.
And let's show the total scores and see how we're rolling right now. Oprah Likes Cakes, one of the first players that I can announce is over 100k points because I can see their name. With people trailing behind pretty close, quite a few anonymous, really close as well. So
I am
it's still all to play for.
Mr. 182.
Move on to the next question, guys. Get ready. During Garden of Tranquility, which player spoof appears and kills Billy and Bob, the gods of Falador? Is it PK Master 0036? Is it Cool Mom 227? Pure PKer 895, or is it 1337 Mage 43?
No.
We don't have enough spoof players in game.
What happens if you leave the answer? Do you just get 0 points, or do you lose 15k?
I think you lose a little bit. I could be wrong. Find out for me. QA it.
I'm going for the worst score. You can go for the first one.
Right.
I think Gambit's probably got the lowest rank out.
What did you guys go
It
with?
is abysmal.
I said 1337 Mage 43.
Yeah, I think.
Same.
Oh no, I went for PK Master.
Oh, well, I'm afraid that Mod
think we might all
Gambit
be-
is correct.
Yeah,
yes,
I think we were all wrong.
0036, and a lot of players knew that one. 929 got that one.
So you
so
pick
well
the
done,
username
guys.
of the one that he'll never be.
Oh.
Feels bad.
For the record, CoolMom227, while also being very close to my mother's own in-game name, the NPC was actually the NPC who unwittingly caused the distraction which allowed the wise old man to enter the Draenor Bank. That's who she was. Thanks, Mum.
Is Leap Mage? Is that the
Is that the one who kills the cows up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That's probably where I remember.
Actually, no. That one, I think that's Leap Cow something. Actually,
Yeah,
Leak
I think
Cow
it's Leak
Killer.
Cow.
Leap Cow Killer, something along those lines. Yeah.
13337.
So, we'll move on to the final question. So let's look onto the scores real quick. Well done to Jabrowni and Sixer for being the fastest in that question. The short scores right now, let's have a look. 116,388, currently an anonymous player, so hopefully you've linked your account to win your prize next turn if you do manage to win. Oprah Likes Cake, Chaotic Chasm, Grottyzilla, CU, New River, the River Woobles, and GRS are currently the top 10. So, still a lot to play for. There's a lot of people very close, and of course, they could get a question wrong here. So, fingers crossed to all you guys. I'm going to go to the final question.
You're going to love my rank.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the final question?
Let's do it.
Are we good? Right, let's do it. The final question is: what firemaking level is required to make an Arctic pine log pyre ship? Is it 65, 50, 42, or 52? What level is required to
I have
make
to
the
guess this
Arctic
one.
pine
so did I.
log pyre ship? Here we go.
Framed, yellowed it. I'm in the same camp.
Well, let's see the results of the final question. The answer was, of course, 52.
Yeah.
Most of you actually went for 65 on that one, but well done to everybody who got it right. It was the second most answered.
Is there going to be a prize for whoever on the couch wins? Can we do that?
A warm, fuzzy feeling inside, and if lost, you can get it back from Diango.
Well, it looks like I'm heading to Diango.
Let's show the question scores. And of course, most importantly, the... Let's have a look, see. The final results. The winners, there will be some anonymous names in here, but when I click this button, you may have a pop-up appear that will ask for your email address, and I will announce the people's names right now. Oprah Likes Cake, New River, Grottyzilla, The Great Woobles, GRS, Chaos, by the way, and CU. Well done to you guys. You can now submit your emails if you were in the top 10 or you're an anonymous player who's in the top 10 as well. Thank you so much for all joining in. I hope you had fun with that. That was a little interesting experience
Can
for
we,
us all. It was
can
the
we go
first-
through the couch ranks as well, please?
It was the first time that we've ever done this, so it's worth pointing out that we will try to improve this experience a little bit for you guys. We will potentially be asking for more questions from you, but we hope you enjoyed it. Did you guys like that? Just a one or two yes in the chat kind of thing? Just
Can you go
gauge
drop a
your
one
guys'
in the chat?
opinions. Let's see if you guys enjoyed it.
Right,
Did you
drop
guys?
a one.
was that
I
fun?
enjoyed it, Modwolf.
Yeah, you
It was
enjoyed
good
it?
fun. I did.
You did good.
think-
Thanks, Modrock.
I think I enjoyed it because I may have beat everyone else on the count.
Oh, you definitely did.
It's
I
not
was
about
going for the
winning,
worst
it's about
score.
having fun.
Yeah, but when it's with us lot at work, we know it's about being competitive.
You guys had fun? Yeah, do
You were
it.
going for the good score.
Awesome.
I was going for the worst.
Right, should I pop back on the should I pop back on the couch real quick while we say goodbye?
Yeah,
we may as well.
I'm gonna head over. I'll see you in a sec.
So, what was your ranks?
Don't know.
I'm almost ashamed to say. Should we
I'd
go
say,
from
I'd
like
say
that end to
Modwolf is
cross?
rank 1 for hosting it.
I'm not ashamed. I'm pretty happy with it.
How'd you do?
4,349.
Out of 410.
Blimey.
I'm a bit upset I didn't break 4,400 though.
I hope this mic.
What did you get, Mogambe?
3,661.
Can I put this mic on?
Bruno?
Oof.
2,000 something.
Yeah. Did we get iced by Mod Rock?
Yeah, you did. Pretty badly.
How bad?
I was rank 168.
Wow. Very nice.
Wow. Well done, guys, by the way.
Take turns in the
Round of applause for yourself, I think, is appreciated. Of course, the winners can email that over. You'll get your prize relatively promptly. I had a ton of fun with that. I think, for a nice little trial out. In the future, we might you might buy a confetti cannon and I'll probably pop on
Make
a
a big
seat.
thing of it.
Make a big thing of
why
it.
not?
We were talking about, like, me and Mod Sween were saying potentially in the future we do like an hour, because there's also an elimination round that we didn't do that time. Instead of points, it's when you get a question wrong, you're out. And doing an elimination for like as long as it takes until somebody wins kind of situation.
Kind of like the drop.
Yeah. And it should be a ton of fun, I think.
Ooh, yeah.
See, and the winner could get, maybe something, probably not a chair, we're out of chairs now. Wook's won them all. But should be fun.
On the topic of chairs won by Wiggs, actually, just reminded me, the Gauntlet competition is ending tomorrow. So for anyone who's not informed, we challenged you guys for the first 2 weeks after the release of Song of the Elves to complete the Gauntlet as quickly as possible. We're going to pick we're going to select the 4 winners who have got the best times pre and post balancing changes. So you'll find out who the 2 winners of the post balancing changes are in tomorrow's news post. We'll get those gaming chairs over to you.
Won the first 2, or not?
Wooks did not win either of the first.
I know he didn't get the one of the first 2. Yeah.
Is it in a news post?
It'll be
We'll put them
it'll be in the news post tomorrow.
There we go.
But yeah. Big shout out to the wiki guys. So oldschool.wiki is the
I'm not going to say the incorrect one.
RS.wiki?
.wiki. Either of those, actually, I think both of them will bring you to the wiki. Those are the guys who helped us out with the questions. So big thumbs up and thank you to those guys. We hope you guys enjoyed the quiz and the Q&A this week, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.